See, I'll go back to the basics first, and I would answer your first question when you say that the arrogant leaders make the organization fail. So I like to say it is not the organization fails when there is arrogancy, but it's every phase of life. Tell me a child, if he's interacting with an arrogant father, so how the future of the child gets built up, or what kind of a situation happens in a house. Similarly, if we see an arrogant leader, so what kind of a political framework happens in a city or in the country. And if we simultaneously see an exemplary leader, maybe if we name Mr. Modi today, so he being an exemplary, a dedicated, a passionate person, and you can add number of adjectives, and is making the political party have the majority. So we're just not talking about 2/3 now, but we're talking about more than 2/3. So that's how I feel a leader in any way has to eliminate the word of arrogancy to flourish. So same way, yes, definitely the organizations under the right leadership, non-arrogant behaviors can leap many forth, and definitely with an arrogancy it'll either decline, the top line comes down, the bottom line comes down, and the objectives cannot be met. I think everybody today, be it IT, be it any profession, so is changing, day in and day out. So what was yesterday, and what is today. So if we take an example of usage of mobiles, the kind of mobiles that we've been using, the communication methods, once upon a time our forefathers used to use pigeon methods, and then came your conversation, your letters, your fax messages, your page makers, and now everything is on cloud. So we all say it's cloud, but until and unless the generation Z, X, Y, our baby boomers, they are not in sync with the latest. So I think the progress cannot come. And if you ask me, can the organizations run only by the 20 gen? I don't think so. So we have to have a mix of all the generations, and all the generations have to learn and unlearn from each other. My 2020 generation has to understand what are the values from a 1900 decade generation, and same way, without learning how to use effective computers, skills, your saving methodologies, the organization cannot run fast. So definitely it's a proven fact today that you have to unlearn and you have to learn. And as an HR professional, I truly believe that once we write down the policies, they cannot be stone casted. So these policies have to be rewritten. We have to forget how the things used to happen earlier, and we have to learn how the things needs to happen today. Like for example, if I want my people to come at 9 o'clock in the morning and be in the office at 6 o'clock, and I want the performances, and I'm closed here to the traffic jams, to the kind of travels that they have to do, to the customer meets that they have to do, to the stress, to the pressures they have in these days, to the cost of living of them these days. And if I don't change the policies, definitely I'll be not the right employee. I'll have my attrition figures going up, but not a stabilized situation. So as an HR professional, I truly learn by the way of employee engagement, by the way of rewriting your policies, by the way of giving the opportunities for learning, training and development, maybe on the job, maybe through counselors, maybe through trainers, maybe through online, but definitely the message has to be down below that two things. One is train the people below you so that you learn something different and grow up and do. And secondly, yourself learn something new and do new. Don't be a person in the same pond, jump up, go down, but kind of take big leaps and go further.